Hi traders, welcome to this currency strength indicator table video with me, John, on this Tuesday, the 24th of October. We can clearly see that the New Zealand dollar still remains one of the weakest currencies at the moment. Euro Kiwi topping our day traders table as a currency to watch. Obviously, we are in a Euro Kiwi long at this current moment in time. Price has moved offside at the moment, so I'm just monitoring this market to see if our sort of technical bias remains on this. I've got a couple of points of interest where if price was to breach those areas, we would consider closing the position in a small loss. But Euro Kiwi topping the tables at the minute for a bit of a move. Pound's on here as well, pound being a stronger currency. We do have some data coming up though in about 5 minutes that could change that. So we've got composite PMI, manufacturing PMI and services PMI to come in about 5 minutes. So we will potentially see what happens to the pound as we are sort of filming this video. From the US side of things, we've got services PMI later this afternoon. Now, the US dollar was on the tables as a confluence currency, but has moved to a sort of non-confluence currency, and dollar is showing us some signs of weakness here at the minute. Whether that will come back to the tables, we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, like I said, Euro Kiwi continuing to top the tables. Pound, we are going to take a little look at the pound. I don't want to obviously call anything too soon, because if I was to say, yep, this is what I'm looking for on pound, and then we get that data drop and something else happens, then it's not going to be too beneficial to us. So we'll stick to Euro Kiwi again, reevaluate this market, and then discuss what our kind of plans are with this. So looking at Euro Kiwi now, I was watching the hourly chart, and overnight we actually weren't doing too badly. We breached the high here, everything was looking okay. This morning we then got some minor euro data. Price has pushed lower here, and then I was watching this sort of trend line support that I've got penciled in here on this hourly chart. So it's from these lows back on the 19th of October, expanded out with a formation point at the 23rd of October, and then expanded out from there. And what I was kind of looking for was how price was reacting to this trend line support on this hourly time frame. So I was basically looking to see, is price going to find support here? Is price going to start pushing back to the upside there? And we haven't got that so far. Price is breaching the trend line. I also have a support zone just through here, which is around about the 81.65 handle, this zone through there. That is my other support point. I think if we breach this to the downside, then it's likely that we're going to get stopped on this move, despite sort of obviously the market saying that we should be looking at Euro Kiwi long. That also puts us below previous day's low. So like I said, in terms of when I'm looking for these long opportunities, you can see on these daily candlesticks here, for instance, price should make higher highs and higher lows. We shouldn't really breach the downside of the daily low, because obviously we are looking for those bullish opportunities. So there's still chance here. We've put our stop loss below the daily low. Obviously, if this does come down and fill this area here, then there might be something different at hand in terms of price might actually be starting to pull back towards support, rather than continuing its bullish move towards these swing highs, which we pointed out previously. So we'll keep an eye on this. Obviously, we don't want price to break lower, because that will lead to a losing trade, but these things do happen, and we will just keep an eye on it. Let me just pause the video here a second. Actually, I don't think I need to. Actually, let's just go and put the watermark on. So yeah, this is the 4-hour chart. You can see lots of support coming through here. So I want to see how price reacts to this level. Ideally, what I'd like to see is price close back above this trend line, and then potentially obviously continue to push higher from that point. So although we're kind of, you know, nearly 50% offside here, you know, there's still some positives around this market. It just might be the day that we get that pullback transitioning in, but we will keep an eye on this one. I'll let you know if we breach through this level of support here, close below it. Likelihood is that this trade is not going to be, it's not going to work out for us. So we'll probably look to close that position. Let's go take a look at the pound then. So obviously we were looking at the potential for pound to be strong today. If I just bring back in the economic calendar here, we can see if it refreshes to give us some idea of what's gone on just now. So it hasn't actually doesn't look like it's updated here just yet. It should update there. Maybe we'll come back to that then. But pound still looking like it's on the strong side of the table at the moment. So we've got the update now. We can see that there has been a little bit of mixed data actually. So PMI came in at 48.6, which is actually above the previous. Manufacturing PMI came in higher as well. And services PMI dropped slightly, but only by 0.2. So not any kind of dramatic data, I would say, there from the pound. Pound still showing bullish at the moment on the tables. If we go take a look at price, you can also see we're starting to get a little bit of bullish momentum out of this. Now, pound Kiwi is one of those charts to watch. I think if we look at it from a daily perspective, again, very much like Euro Kiwi, price has been moving to the upside here, quite strong bullish daily candlesticks. My only fear with this one is that we're sort of at a trend line resistance. That trend line stems from the high on Monday the 21st of August, comes in at the high on the Wednesday the 6th of September, and has now kind of transitioned and expanded down towards this level here. Now, I do still like the idea of being bullish this market. I like the idea of price potentially coming up towards these swing lows here. That's 2.1125. These lows that formed back in sort of the 12th of September. So I do like the idea of price coming up into that point. What I'm looking for is how price reacts here now. So obviously some decent data. I was actually looking for a 50 retest at this point, but I like the idea of the fact that price is still above the 50 moving average. You know, if we have a little look at when price does climb back above the 50, it can often produce some bullish moves. When it goes below the 50, price can be bearish, okay? And we're looking for those trending conditions. So above the 50 is good for us at this moment in time. Looking at sort of the 30-minute, maybe even the 15-minute, it needs a little bit of work though. I think price is obviously starting to break below that 50 moving average on the lower time frame. So again, I'd kind of like to see price break back above. So I think from an hourly perspective, maybe we could look for potential longs above this kind of these two candlesticks that are starting to form here. Maybe a breach above 2.0937, because obviously we'll be trading with price at that point. Target could be this 21 area up here or just below it. So 21.25. Maybe we can go for 2.11, because then at least we've got a potential for price to obviously come towards that. Stop loss can be either sort of below current lows here, so you know we can kind of boost that risk to reward ratio or reward to risk ratio by sort of stretching that out. Obviously around about 70 pips for this currency pair seems okay, so I'd be looking at something like this where we've got entry above these hourly highs, stop loss at sort of 70 pips, target 163 pips there, and look for a potential upside with a 2.33R trade. So pound Kiwi looking pretty good here for a move. Euro Kiwi's just tapped into that zone, so that's that alert that's just gone off there. So I will be keeping an eye on this, because obviously Euro's not having a good day at the moment. If we have a little look at Euro dollar, Euro is pulling back quite a bit at this moment in time. So that Euro strength that seems to be sort of showing on our tables at the minute isn't being reflected by price anymore. You can see if I just point over here to the right hand side, you know, all the euro pairs here looking bearish at the moment. And Charles did send me the dashboard over this morning. If I just bring into the Discord channel and just bring the Discord over and look at the live momentum dashboard, you can see euro here minus 131. So euro's feeling the effects of that data that was out this morning, but I'll see how it reacts here. Ideally, like I said, I'd like to see some kind of pin candle form. Maybe that would be ideal for a continuation to the upside. If we breach below this zone here and close below it, I think obviously we're probably going to be knocked out of that position. So I'm going to give this till 10, you know, going to give it the hour, because we're trading the hourly chart. I want to be looking at the hourly chart for our opportunities. So yeah, I'll keep that one there. Going over to pound Kiwi again, I quite like this move. So Kiwi is obviously still weak. It's just the fact that the euro's weakening at the moment. So I like the idea of being long pound Kiwi here today. So keep that one in mind, and I will catch you in the next video.